Hey everyone, welcome to Creating with Jazzy Bundles. Today we are going to make ribbon cards. Let's get crafty. My name is Jenny, and this is Creating with Jazzy Bundles, the channel where we take our simple supplies from your neighborhood craft store or favorite online retailer and turn them into one-of-a-kind pieces of art. If you like this video, hit subscribe before you leave and ring the bell to be the first to see our new videos. And with that, let's get started on today's craft. For our ribbon cards, we will need cardstock, which I have paper strips here that are 1/2 an inch in width, and these happen to be 12 inches in length. You can be any length, but the longer the better, and I'll show you why when we get to putting it together. But 1/2 inch in width is what you're looking for. And then I've got my card, the topper, the piece that we are going to put the ribbon on, which is 2 inches by 5 inches. My card topper is 5 1/4 by 4 inches. And I have a little die cut here that I'm going to put down here at the bottom for a sentiment. We will need scissors, a scoreboard. You need a paper trimmer in order to cut your strips, and glue. That's all you're going to need for this. Let's get started. Since I've already cut my strips, we're going to set those aside for a moment. We're going to score our ribbon piece so that we know where to place our cardstock, our colored cardstock. So you're going to score this at the 1/2 inch, every 1/2 inch. So you don't want a deep, you don't need rather a deep score, just enough to be able to see it. So at the 1/2 inch, I'll go at the 1 inch, 1 1/2, and keep going across 2 and 2 1/2, 3, and don't worry about these score lines. They're going to get covered up as we do our ribbon, and you won't even see them. All right. Now that we have our score, and let's see, can you see it? A little bit. You can kind of see where I've scored all the way down. Now, the way this card could look when you're done is like this. So the first thing we're going to do is figure out which of our cardstocks we want at the bottom. Those are the ones that you do first. So I'm going to do my glitter ones at the bottom and then my pattern ones on the top. So your bottom ones are going to go diagonal from the upper left down to the lower right. And we're going to do that all the way across. So the way that works is you take one of your ribbons, or your ribbons, your cardstock pieces that are going to be ribbons, and you put some glue down, and you want to put it at the very top. This one you can hang over the edge a little bit, but match it up with that corner that's right up there at the top, and one section, one section down. So essentially you're covering up that first score line. So if you can see, the first score line is right here and it goes across. So you're going to match it up to the corner up here and then bring it down so that the bottom line of your glitter cardstock is at the top line 2 score marks down. Now we're going to cut this. We're going to trim this piece off. Add a little bit more glue here. I didn't go all the way to the end. Okay. Now you already have this strip is already cut at a diagonal, and it's the same diagonal that we use here that will match up exactly. So you're going to skip one section, line up your glue or your ribbon, your cardstock, and it's going to go down 2 score lines. Okay. So we'll put some glue on and we line it up. And we're going to cut. And we just keep going. Line it up, lay it down, and trim. We'll cut that off. So I only needed one strip. So one 12-inch strip will get you all the way up and down on this 5-inch piece of paper. Trim this up here up at the top. And now it's time to start with our pattern paper. Now the pattern paper is going to go from the bottom left and go up to the upper right. So we'll start with the easier one, one set down and go across, and then we'll come back and do the one up at the top. So we're going to start with the one down here, overlap it, match it up at the corner, and match it up at that corner of your ribbon. Now I'm using glitter cardstock, which means it takes a second for the paper to adhere to it, but it does stick. So have no fear. If it doesn't look like it's going to stick, it will end up sticking. Now we're going to put some more glue. Line us up. And now you should be noticing that we are covering up the other score line, every other one that was exposed before. We're covering it up now. And you don't have to do this with white in the background. You can use a colored piece of cardstock if you wanted to. That would be pretty as well. I just chose white so that it would pop out my colors since I was using some glitter cardstock. I just really like the way it looks with the glitter cardstock. So I go through the pain of making sure that it sticks and holding it down for an extra few seconds so that my glitter or my glue holds my glitter cardstock. All right. Now this one at the bottom is going to be a little different. You're gonna end up cutting off a triangle, or I think a triangle of it. So I put too much glue. That's all right. It would be down here, right? But we've got to come up so that we get this corner of the cardstock up here. So now that I've glued it to my glass board, we're gonna cut this off. While we're on the back cutting pieces off, we'll cut off this little edge from the beginning. And now we need one piece of this strip here to do the same thing that we did down here at the bottom. It's gonna come up here, cover a little bit of the purple, and then go off the edge of the board. Might have to add some more glue to some of my pieces. Too much glue again. That's all right. And this one should go and match up with the very edge corner of your paper. Before I glue myself to the board. Cut this off. Right. And we have our ribbon. So now I'm going to put it on my card face here. Put some glue. And center it on the left side of my paper because that's where I want mine to go. Remember, you can cut your piece of cardstock to be any size you want. Just make your, if your strips are 1/2 inch long, or 1/2 inch wide, excuse me, then your creases are going to be 1/2 inch apart. If you decide to do 1/4 inch strips, then you would do 1/4 inch score lines all the way up. So there it is. There is my topper for my card. I can make another Easter card out of this. I hope you had fun today and learned something new. Be sure to leave a comment below to share your favorite part of the video. Click subscribe and ring the bell to be the first to see our new videos. If you enjoyed this video about making ribbon cards, we have a whole playlist about making cards. And if you want to check out our fun fold card making videos, check out this playlist here.